We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Carr going to throw right away. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set! Go! Check match, ready.
They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ready, ready. Big Lion.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give that sack to the linebacker, Jayon Brown.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Dragon 60. 3.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Check contact. Check contact. Hurt. 19 right.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Taken in at the 11. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
On second and 9, Carr. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. They usually end up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Jacob. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Carr to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So it takes him just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go check, go check.
Here's Jackson to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Though they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now. Roll, roll, roll. Pat the streets, pat the streets. Ready, ready.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Jackson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Max Crosby in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Their own 46-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And this is incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Carr to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Take over first down 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Come on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
60 Maverick.
Jackson on first down. Runs over him. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Panther 11.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Okay, break.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready.
To throw is Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's A.J. Coldell as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Jackson now. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 4th down, here's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively. Second down, Jacobs once more. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ballgame. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Here's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Ochena Nwosu getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On second down, it's Walker. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. out to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 63 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Davion Taylor leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Throw. And that's complete to Adams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Returnable for Lockett. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Jackson on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Drop 50, drop 50. Hurt. Let's go.
Throwing is Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Man open, it's Goodwin. They find some open field here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 36 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Finding space at the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. To throw his car. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 40 now on second down. Carr. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. 3rd and 10. They expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw, it's Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Seahawksons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing, Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Carr going to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, but sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's Kobe Bryant, who was there to stop him for a loss. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good-sized lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your